So the firewall is turning out really nice so far. Uh, I am on my first layer of filler, and I used a crappy mud blade that I had, not a mud blade, but a spreader that I had. Got a little crazy with it, but that first layer just fills in, it wasn't too bad. There might be, I don't know, a 32nd of an inch on there. The worst part's the center through here, because where I basically had to form that by hand with a hammer, it's exactly not smooth. I don't have an English wheel or planishing hammers or nothing like that. I wish. But it still turned out really nice. For some reason, it's got some weird pattern up there. I think it's where this was stamped out. It's sort of like a big U, a big circle, a bunch of circles up there. So I was like, fill them in. I don't like the way it looks. There was a little ding over here. Got it covered where I had shaved off that bracket. I mean, it's minimal work over there. From, as you can see, the blue part over, it's good. I mean, I'm going to sand it down real hard and hit it with primer. Get it looking good. I'm going to black out the firewall. And after I figure out what's going on in this situation over here, hopefully I ain't got to pull the windshield. Maybe it's just, I don't know, crappy body work or something. I hope it's, I already know it's, and that corner over there is rusted out, so I already know it's going to be bad. But it only goes to here, thankfully, so pull the windshield, fix that area, get it done, get it out. After I get these small areas, like around them little things I had made, I showed you on there, they've turned out really, really nice. And filler is just to make it look super exceptional. But after I get them hand sanded, because I can't get a DA in there or nothing, then I need to put some glaze over some areas. I still need another round of filler and sand again, glaze, prime, paint. Yeah. I thought about going back with the blue, but I was like, I mean, that's pointless really, because it's gonna have a patina paint job, the rest of it. This is just gonna be blacked out. I'm gonna patina look the motor, but the frame's gonna be glossy black. Other than that, it's all turned out real nice. But I am going to finish hand sanding what I can, mix up a very lightly bit of filler with hardener, just a light bit of hardener. Give me some real time to work and get like that gouge over there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a big gouge in there from where my blade was crap. And yeah, after that it should be all up to the primer. I expect where the seam sealer is, it's not going to look the best, but everywhere through here you're not going to really see it, and this stuff over here is going to have a fender in front of it. So, it should be fine. I gotta blow out the plug. I have to depin what I don't need. And I'm going to try, when I put the front end back on after the LS is in, I'm going to try to tuck the wires into the fender that go through the radiator. But it's coming out nice. Okay, so last night I got pretty much everything in prime on the firewall, but today I've got to start geez, this over here. I need to figure out how bad this is through here, which, I mean, this looks crusty, but it don't look rotten. So this is rotten, which is no big deal. As long as it stays away from here, it'll be fine. But That all sounds like metal. That's why I don't understand what this silicone's here for. So, that's the first thing to do. I'm going to grind, I'm going to wire wheel and get all this silicone off. Then I'm going to start grinding this filler out and see what's up. Then I'll go from there. Hopefully, I basically know, but I don't want to take the windshield out. But if I have to, I have to. So this is what's hiding underneath the window edge and the almost 1/4 inch of filler that was in there. They had just like packed it full. You know, I was scared that it was going to go all the way down in here, and that's like I had nothing to start from. But this being up here, it's going to be pretty easy for me. It's when things are, let's say I have to build them from imagination. That's when things get tough. Like if from here all the way to here was gone, including the back is perfect. What I'm going to do is actually, after I cut this out, I'm going to sand it, well, not sand it, wire wheel it down and hit it with rust reformer, so that way it's good again for a long time. But if this wasn't here, like a reference, it would be pretty hard. I mean, I could have referenced off the other side and made it. You know, it's pretty easy in my head. It's a 90 and then a rolled edge. That's it. The hard part is where it's, well, it's not too far bent. It's not a big curve, so I can make that pretty easy. But like this edge, I'm gonna have to make it straight like this, and then pie cut a bunch to bend it into that shape. Luckily, this edge right here is perfectly fine on this point, but I will have to make like basically this edge through here. I'm going to try to keep as much of this corner as I can, because if not, then it'll be hard to make such a, you know, compound several different section curves. I don't have a shrinker stretcher, again, no English wheeling on. I gotta make everything by hand, like the firewall, all that, made that by hand. This, I don't really know how far it goes, but it really looks like it just went here and then straight down to here, which is pretty easy. There's nothing special there. But you can see it went all the way down. Yeah, there's my hand. And they had shoved, as you can see, aluminum screen up behind it to fill it full of filler. That's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I am a Bondo artist, which means all I know how to do is make things look halfway decent with filler and screw you down the road. I try to do as much metal replacement as I can. You know, only you guys will see, you know, the people watching this video will see the painstaking processes I went through to make something look good again, and literally just to sell. Well, not look good, but actually be good again. Other people probably wouldn't have went this far. You know, I'm going all the way up the channel. I took all that rod out. Got a new piece. It's right here. Got it in rust reformer. And, you know, nobody's going to see that. Except for you guys. So that's why you need to like, share, and subscribe to these videos. To show people the kind of, you know, painstaking process you really need to do to have something come out good enough. Not even good enough, to come out right. This would have been wrong to just replace, let's say, the top channel. It really needed all of this replaced. Not this. This is all good. That's the firewall inside. But this stuff. And, you know, the like, shares, and subscribe help gets people to see, you know, this is the right way to do it. Maybe I'm not using the most expensive rust converter, or I'm not doing, you know, the exact overlapping joint weld that it's supposed to have, but I am drilling out spot welds and replacing with spot welds. Well, not spot welds, but welds filler welds, you know, to make sure it all looks somewhat factory. Now things like these